Hello, fellow craftsmen. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion. Episode 12, Smithy and Tailor. Alright, sewer's backed up a bit. I'll have to fix that. Yeah, actually, that's definitely a slave thing to do. And cows just joined me. Okay. Male and female pair? Yes. So, sorry, hacks, but, yeah, we're switching. I think what I'll do is I'll bring the cows to market rather than to, or, rather yaks to market rather than to axe them. I don't think it's necessary to kill the yaks. They're worth more, to us, you know, sold. The cows are just more milk efficient, I think, than the yaks. 22 hours, 14 milk. Oh, well, that's milk fullness. Here, let me double check. Milk. So 11 every day. And 14 every day. Yeah, they're more milk efficient. The yaks were breeding, yeah, but we're not like ranchers. It's just, it looks like we are, but we're not. I don't intend to be like dedicated rancher or anything like that. So in this pasture, yaks and cows. Apparently I don't know my alphabet. I was looking for cows in the G's. Don't tell my toddler. Be upsetting. So, yep, there's the bull. Perfect. So I'll have to make a run into town and sell the cows. Or sell the yaks, rather. It's a little lower on the priority list. Like, I don't think it's urgent or anything, because we can feed both for now. But I want to do that eventually. Alright, we have a bunch of Neanderthals. Ooh, these Neanderthals have decent weapons. One came with a scorpion. And they are attacking immediately. Actually, everyone group up. We're gonna do some wolf howls first. Come on, Maxis. Group up a little faster than that. So wolf howls increases melee hit chance and increases dodge chance and move speed and reduces incoming damage multiplier. Basically, the more wolves we have, the more of a buff that we can get as fight is incoming. So in terms of the biology, this is a Neanderthal raid, so everyone that is attacking us is going to be a Neanderthal. Oh wow, fast learner Iron Will Brawler? That is a stacked person. Iron-willed, nimble, slob. Most of them are like worthy of possibly becoming slaves, if not full-fledged colonists. So keep an eye on that. It's too bad I didn't roll out the recurve bows, because we could have used some recurve bows in this. So maybe I'll make recurve bows as we wait for great bows. Alright, closing the doors. So this one's Iron-Willed Art. He's dead. What about Trogo? Construction, mining, but not really a good person to add. Bebo just turned into a wolf blood, so also can howl. Might as well. And I'm gonna reopen the front gate. So they're gonna try to break in because they didn't have valid path in. That's fine. Doris here has a quadruple stacked wolf howl now. Rubia, you're also dead. Alright, here comes Trogo. Trogo is the one that I think I'd like the least. He's down 2. Alright, I think I am going to go hunting, because they're not grouped up. Brawler, Fast Learner, Iron-Willed. That seems like a very good candidate as a colonist, potentially. A Brawler who is, oh, it's definitely not going to happen, though. Alright, let's see about you. Greedy, no thank you. Great memory, possibly? You're only 13, though, but 13 means that you have a very low Slave Rebellion modifier. So, Maxis, Doris, Bebo, you can turn back. The slaves, Scipia, and Elaba are going to try to get this one. This 13-year-old who has a full beard. Pretty strange. Alright, oh, there's a shot to the head. I think he's going to get out. It's hard to slow down a Neanderthal when they're already close to the map edge. Yeah, some of them were unwaveringly loyal. The thing is, you can still enslave someone who's unwaveringly loyal, so I don't really care whether they're unwavering or not, because it won't stop me at all. Does that make sense? Unwavering loyal means they can't become a citizen, but they can still become a slave. Or a prisoner, for that matter. Yep, you can still enslave the unwavering. A bulk goods trader. Nice. Alright, I think it's time to... I'm going to change the layout of this building a little bit. Because I would like to prepare for a temperature drop. So the grilled foods are going to go on a shelf in here. I don't think I'm ever going to do simple grill. And when we make grilled food, we bring it to the closest stockpile. So the purpose of this is grilled food that is gets too cold, becomes ruined, and isn't edible. Well, doesn't have the same benefits anymore. Oh, there goes all the meat. Alright, Scipia, let's get you trading before you turn and can't trade capably anymore. This is a really good opportunity not to have to bring the yaks to market. Because market came to me. I'm going to buy jerky just so that I have non-perishable travel food. I think that's probably wise. I'm going to sell the milk because it's hard to use the milk before it spoils. I'm going to sell the small stacks of leather. We did get the one thrumbo. I'm going to sell the opium. Because, yeah. Oh, you know what? Before I sell the opium, I'm going to sell the ambrosia. It's going to be near impossible to actually use that ambrosia before it spoils. I'm going to buy the Tyrian fabrics, 25 of them. That will be good for one toque. And, they have goats. I don't really care about goats. Maybe I'll buy their wood. Not that I need it, but just to balance the trade. I think I am going to trade with them again. And gift another 100 ambrosia. I think that's quite reasonable, personally. Alright, for toques. I'm going to make sure that I'm not using Tyrian for anything. Because it's a rather important fabric. Alright, so maybe I'll hold on to it for now. Yeah, I'm just going to hold on to it. And I'm going to tell my slaves to, actually... Wait, what's going on? Oh, you know what? The jerky... Okay, I see what's going on. The jerky is counting as meat, preventing me from queuing up butchering. So I have to do a butcher forever instead, because I'm going to have a variable amount of jerky of it. Alright. I am going to... This might seem a little strange. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Slave meals. Ruined grilled food. Yeah, you can eat the ruined grilled food, so it doesn't go to waste. Perfect. So once the grilled meats get too cold, they get ruined, and I'll just feed them to my slaves and prisoners. Because they no longer have the benefit. Alright, so the fine grilled meat is now in this room, which is going to intentionally be kept warmer. So essentially, unlike normal meals in RimWorld, that you want to freeze food, ideally, grilled stuff needs to stay warm to provide its benefit. So I'm going to keep this room warmed and put the grilled meat, the grilled food or meals in here so that they don't get ruined. They might spoil, but they won't get ruined. Hummingbird, you're still, Will 2.5? Alright. Still more work to be done there. The other thing I wanted to do is to move the bloomery into the smithy, as I felt like that made a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. I'm going to change the layout yet again a little bit. So it looks... You know what? Yeah, I'm going to change the layout a lot more. I want to make it look like the bloomery is chimneyed or vented. I mean, I could do the same with the Smithy. Maybe I'll get around to it at some point, but at least I'll do that with the Bloomery. So this craftsman district is, because of the complications of the buildings, going to take me a little while. All right, the rotted bodies are hauled away. And there's a cold snap. So all the more reason to get the plumbing in this main area squared away. So the Tailor is nearly done. Then we'll put the tailoring bench here that looks out over the little farm field. And then I'll fill it with the requisite shelving and all that. And then we need a stone cutter here, and there's just more mining tasks to be done before that's ready to go. So I'm gonna get... Oh, mad muffalos. Everyone behind the walls. Looks like the trade caravan's gonna have to handle this one. Because I closed my doors and maybe I'll have to rescue them, we'll see. Oh, they had flame bows. Yeah, I got blamed for a member death. It's really not my fault. Well, I guess I could have done more to help them, but I didn't. There we go. A lot more muffalo meat. Oh, yeah, we have a yak calf I did not sell. Are they still here to trade? Chat was probably yelling at me about that yak calf, and I just somehow didn't notice. But no, their dedicated trader is gone, so that ship sailed. So this is going to be for just general textiles, and then this will be for specific things. So Tyrian purple, and for cloth, and then the other ones maybe for thrumbo. And then for a few other leathers that we use most commonly. Probably plain leather, blue fur. And I'm going to do one for double strand, even though we don't have double strand yet. I think it's pretty reasonable that we'll get double strand sometime in the future. Alright, let's make some extra recurve bows, too. Alright, Dars, I'm going to have you on higher priority mining so that I can mine up the rest of this stuff and possibly get the granite I need to finish off the stone cutting. And then for now, I'm going to stick the stone cutters into the into the smithy, just so that they are adjacent to the tool benches for stone cutting speed. The other thing I might want to consider is physically heating the craftsman district building, so that the craft speed isn't negatively affected. So we'll get radiators in there too. You like the aesthetics of this run? Well, thanks. I'm working on it to try to make it look pretty. It's a lot. Why isn't this an inside zone yet? It's complicated, though. How much is it's true? This should be probably an inside zone. I'm not sure why it isn't. But I'll figure that out later. Because, yeah, these are constructed. There's a door here, wall here. Oh, that's a blueprint. Ah, I see. That makes a lot more sense. So once, Elba, I'm going to have you move the stone cutters. So that we can actually phase out this wooden hunk of junk that we no longer want to use. So this wooden building is basically obsolete. Just move this radiator instead of building a new one. Get rid of the stockpile zone. Call this stockpile zone. Or actually, it should be called the... oh god, what is it called again? The Horium. That's it. There we go. Proper names. And then this whole area is going to be broken down. There. Now this is a proper workshop. Awesome. So the purpose of setting this area up as the stone cutter, the dedicated stone cutting zone, is there is granite underneath so that we can set up a quarry for granite right here. And then I'm going to need a separate stone cutter for marble. Alternatively, I could set the stone cutter up here where we can mine marble and granite, but I think I'd rather have two dedicated stone cutter zones so I can control what we quarry up specifically, whether it's granite or marble, rather than just a little bit of both at random quantities. All right, the barns are still staying pretty warm, despite it being a late September cold snap. We're pretty soon going to get like a near unmanageable amount of corn. Scipia just got an inspiration. I don't think that's all that useful. Although, you know what? You do have art. So you know what? Maybe temporarily I set up an art bench. I'm going to uninstall a woodcutter, or a stone cutter rather, and set up an art bench. No, that's not uninstalling. Set up an art bench to have her potentially like do some marble art with her inspiration. So the Smithy is becoming a somewhat of an overflow for other craftsman districts. Does animal... There is no animal fertilizer for the hygiene mod, no. That would be requiring like a different mod. Hey Duke, thank you for the sub. I'm also going to just mention, I'm going to go a little over time because my stream crashed to make up for lost time. So not all the recurve bows that we made were like great quality, but we have them at least. So Darius has just a little bit of additional mining to do, and then once he's done with that mining, I'm going to focus on finishing these two crafts buildings so that I can at least mark down that I set up a district. Granted, it's a district of 2, it's pretty modest, but still, it's something. God, how long do you have to walk for? Sunshine, thank you for the bits. Cheers. Man, these Muffalo, like... Alright, Maxis is in a really dangerous situation for this Muffalo because he's frail and slow. So I'm rallying everyone to go help him. Didn't need another situation where he lost someone to wild animals like before. So you can see where the physical stone is, and the reason I wanted to put the stone cutter here is so when you build a quarry, the quarry needs to be built. Quarries need to be built on like stony tiles, so I couldn't put a quarry over dirt. I'd have to put it over stone. So there was natural stone here, so I can set a quarry up here, and because it's rough granite, I can quarry up granite here, and if I wanted to quarry up marble, I would just set up another stone cutter up there, or a quarry up there. So what I can do is I can set up a stone cutter here, and a granite quarry here, and then a marble quarry here, so that I can decide what stones I want to quarry up for the stone cutter. All right, you guys are done. Maxis, you walked away with no wounds. That's good. No scars, I should say. Alright, I'm not going to queue up any more tasks with Darius. I'm just going to have him finish up the plumbing. And to phase out the old wooden initial structure. This is all that remains from like day 1 of our colony. And it's getting removed. Can't you just quarry up cut bricks? It's not how I'm gonna do it for the whole role-playing aspect. Actually, I think with the mods and the changes I've made to the mods, it's not possible. I could be mistaken. But one of the reasons why I didn't make it so that others could replicate this scenario is there's a lot of self-made mods and a lot of modifications of the mods, and, you know, it's not possible to replicate them easily as a result. I custom tinkered quite a bit. Alright, so here's an art bench, and I wanted to make a Shape of the Deities with her inspiration. I don't know if I do actually have the stone for it, just barely. So the Shape of the Deities is the ideological art piece that we would need for a temple. And she has a creativity inspiration, so figured, why not? Alright, why aren't you... So I'm putting Darius back on high priority construction so that he can finish the plumbing for these craftsman buildings. We're throwing a party, but like no one's... Okay, now we're attending. I was gonna say like no one's attending. It's kind of weird. Oh my god. I am not ready for this much corn. It's just that's a painful amount of corn. Gonna give me quite the earache. I'm sorry. Actually, that's not where I want the bloomery. Darius. Oh my god, Yoda, you're killing me. Dude, stop with your chewing up your paws. Having to listen to it is awful. He's so hopelessly neurotic. Alright, so I wanted to have a fence enclosure for where the bloomery would go. Just because it seems to make sense. So there we go. There's our new bloomery. Neat. So just a few more shelves and a little bit of plumbing, and we'll be done. I'm starting to think Maxis here should probably be put on wall arrest. Like, not house arrest, but stay behind the walls. Just because a moving speed of 38% is a super liability for going beyond the walls. So, I am going to do that. Between the leg injury and the frailty, it's just not in the cards for him to venture beyond the walls anymore. Still, he'll be all the more reason to get a quarry built so that he can help quarry up stone. Because his move speed's terrible, but he still has a bit of an interaction speed. That really hasn't been that negatively effective. Alright, plumbing is finally getting in. And that's going to allow us to heat up the craft buildings. And then this ugly structure that doesn't belong anymore can be removed. Ah, and all the textiles are being stocked in the Tailor. Nice. So going a little overtime just so that I can complete this project. Oh, you already converted. Man, I'm an idiot. I meant to be enslaving her, and I haven't been doing that this whole time. It also means that I'm going to raffle her off to a future recipient, because there's just not enough time left in the stream to bother doing it today. So I've put a lot of effort into creating like reasonable pathways and infrastructure with individual buildings and focusing on aesthetics as much as I can so that it feels real. And it's going to be even more exciting going forward as we approach some of our end goals, because the aesthetic choices will heavily dictate architectural design. Remove the torch near the old bloomery site. You mean? I don't know what you mean. Alright, the pathways are almost done. Outside the north wall. Oh, yes, this. Yes. And in fact, these zones don't need to exist either. Alright, I think I hear Darius repairing walls, which is good. It's where the Neanderthals went bash, bash, bash. Which also means that the plumbing is done. So that these are heated? Yes, they are. I'm almost using all of my heat capacity, but... Oh, and look at this! We have converted all of the waste into biosolids for fertilizer, and fertilize this entire field. So we have a lot of like tiles here that aren't even being sown. I think what I'm going to do is another cotton field, because I can always put a lot of carpets in. I mean, there's a considerable flammability risk, but stone cutting is really high demand, whereas sewing cotton and turning into carpets or couches or armchairs is pretty easy. And I think this is a pretty good spot to end the stream. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch, September 9th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow legionaries.